this presentation, we are going to look at the French conquest of Algeria in 1830. The French conquest of Algeria in 1830. Before the conquest of Algeria, or within that period, the European nations were busy looking for means to acquire territories in Africa. And one of the areas that they were seriously looking for territories in Africa was the Maghreb area. A good part of the Maghreb area are part of the North African region. The Algerian situation was a bit unique. The French were seriously operational within that period, although the Algerian leaders had some level of closeness to the Ottoman Empire, but they were independent basically. But the issue that led to the French conquest and the taking over of Algeria was traceable to a business engagement between the French and the Algerian leaders. During the Napoleon Wars, Algeria supplied wheat to the French army through two Jewish merchants, namely Bakri and Bushnag, and it got to a point the payment for these or for the supply of the wheat went into arrears up to the tune of 8 million francs in 1798. By 1820, the debt which the French owed the Algerian leaders or Algeria became an issue of diplomatic wrangling between the French and the Algerians. This matter got to a point, or got to a very serious situation, when on the 29th of April 1827, during a heated argument, the French consul indicated that the French government was not prepared to discuss the debt. This didn't go down well with the Dey of Algeria. The Dey was the leader of Algeria at that time, and that was Dey Hussein. Dey Hussein struck the face of the French consul. The French consul's name was Pierre Devar. Dey Hussein struck the face of the French consul with a fly whisk. The French government considered this act as a huge insult and used it as an excuse, after which the excuse to go after the Dey or Dey Hussein. They requested apology, but Dey Hussein decided not to apologize. So with the refusal of Dey Hussein to apologize to the French invaded Algeria in March 1830. The resistance organized by Dey Hussein was very weak, and by July, Algeria was conquered by the French forces. The Dey surrendered on July 5th, 1830, signing off the sovereignty of his territory to the French, and went into exile in Italy. It was estimated that within the period upon which the French attacked Algeria, they looted over an estimated 100 million francs, which the French forces looted from Algeria. Half of the amount that were looted from Algeria went into expeditions organized by the French. After the conquest, France announced that she was returning Algeria as a French colony. Well, before the conquest, the French gave excuses to other European powers that her major intention towards going after Algeria was to stop Algerian piracy and slavery in the Mediterranean region. Well, but that was not to be. Other European nations later got to realize that the French major intention was to take over Algeria. The conquest of Algeria by the French signified the total takeover of Algeria by the French. The French from that period started restructuring the whole area into their desire as a colonial masters or colonial influencers. Well, please, if you're new to our channel, we please with you to subscribe to our channel. Click on the notification icon so that anytime we have a new content, you will be one of the earliest persons to be notified. We encourage you to share our content so that it will reach many other people that will actually like to have access to it. Together we will discuss, present, and analyze African history content. Your comment, your input will be highly appreciated. Thanks for being part of our channel.